The secret of Mushroom House. Leo ducked under a low branch, eyes fixed on the glowing butterfly weaving between the trees. "Where are you going?" he muttered, brushing brambles aside. "You're not even supposed to exist." The butterfly pulsed a soft blue and darted further into the woods. Sunlight filtered through the leaves above, painting shifting patterns on the forest floor. Leo followed, heart pounding, not from fear, but from something electric, something impossible. Then the butterfly vanished. Leo spun. "Hey, wait." Silence. And then, a scent, sweet, earthy, strange. He stepped forward and saw it. A mushroom, but not just any mushroom. It was the size of a small cottage, its cap deep crimson with creamy white spots, its stem thick and ringed like a tree trunk. A round door sat at the base, framed by tiny windows with glowing yellow panes. Leo blinked. Okay, this is new. Before he could move closer, the door creaked open. A head peeked out. Round face, leafy hair, and wide amber eyes. "You're tall," the creature said. Leo froze. "You're not." Another tiny creature appeared, then another. Soon, a dozen forest beings crowded the doorway, some with wings, some with mossy skin, all staring. "Is it him?" whispered a small one, barely a foot tall. "I think it is," said the first. "Look at the shoes." Leo looked down at his sneakers. Muddy, worn, average. "What about the shoes?" "The big one wears strange footskins," said a creature with bark for hair. "That's what the prophecy says." Leo raised a brow. "The what?" "Come in," the leafy-haired one said, stepping aside. "You're expected." "Expected?" "I was chasing a butterfly." "The butterfly led you." "That's how it works." Leo hesitated, then ducked inside. The interior glowed with golden warmth. Vines curled across the ceiling, lanterns hung from mushroom stalks, and everything, furniture, walls, even the teacups, seemed alive, humming softly. "We don't have much time," said the bark-haired one. "I'm Thimble." "That's Miri." He nodded at the leafy-haired creature, and the quiet one's Peb. Peb, a stone-skinned creature, gave a shy wave. "Time for what?" Leo asked, still trying to process the situation. Miri pulled out a scroll. "The prophecy." Peb unrolled it. Ancient ink danced across it like it was written in wind. "When the sky weeps silver, and shadows steal the green, the big one will arrive, in footskins never seen." Leo frowned. "That rhymes." "It's a prophecy," Thimble said. "They usually do." "And what are the shadows?" The air dimmed. Miri lowered her voice. "They creep at the edge of the forest, stealing color, life. They drain everything. They've taken the eastern bloom fields," Peb whispered. Whole patches turned to ash. Leo sat on a mushroom stool. "And I'm supposed to stop that?" "I'm 12. You're the big one," Miri said gently. "That means something." Leo ran a hand through his hair. "I don't know magic. I barely know algebra." Thimble reached beneath a toadstool and pulled out a smooth, glowing stone. "You don't need to know magic. Magic knows you." The stone pulsed when Leo touched it. Miri smiled. "See, outside, a cold breeze rustled the leaves." "They're getting closer," Peb murmured. Leo stood. "Okay, what do I have to do?" Thimble cleared his throat. "The heartroot." "The what now?" Leo asked. Miri stepped forward, her voice steady. "The heartroot tree. It's the source of all life in the forest. Everything grows from it. The shadows are trying to reach it. If they do," Peb added quietly, "everything ends. Even us." Leo's gaze flicked between them. "And you want me to stop that?" "The heartroot recognizes only the chosen," Miri explained. "Only the big one can awaken it. You have to go to it." Thimble shoved a tiny satchel into Leo's hands. "Essentials. Moss bread, honey sap, a pinch of sleeping spores. Oh, and this." He handed over a slingshot made from bark and vine. "It looks harmless, but it's not." Leo slung the satchel over his shoulder and held up the slingshot. "What am I supposed to do?" "Scare shadows with acorns." "You'd be surprised," Thimble said. "Trust the forest." Peb tugged at Leo's sleeve. "Don't go alone." Leo looked down. Peb's round stone eyes shimmered faintly. "I won't." "We'll go with you," Miri said. "All of us. At least as far as the fading glade." "Wait." Leo blinked. "You mean now?" Outside, the wind howled again, and a dark blur flickered between the trees. "Now," Thimble confirmed grimly. The journey began beneath a violet sky. The deeper they went, the more the trees leaned in, like they were whispering secrets. At first, Leo tried to keep track of where they were going. Left at the twisted oak, right past the rock shaped like a badger, but it was hopeless. The forest shifted behind them. How far is this Hartroot? Leo asked. Far, Miri said, and longer still if we're spotted. They passed into the fading glade near dusk. The place was eerily still. Leaves hung colorless from branches. Flowers wilted mid-bloom. Shadows were here, Peb whispered. Leo crouched by a gray patch of moss. Why don't they just eat everything? They're not eating, Thimble said. They're undoing. Suddenly, a branch cracked behind them. Everyone froze. From the undergrowth, a shape emerged. Long, sinewy. It rippled like smoke and shadow, and its eyes burned with sickly green light. Don't move, Miri whispered. The creature snarled. Peb raised his hands and closed his eyes. A soft hum vibrated through the air, and a thin line of mushrooms burst from the ground between them and the shadow. The creature shrieked and recoiled, dissolving back into mist. Nice one, Peb, Leo said. Peb swayed. Takes a lot. Miri steadied him. We should rest. They camped in a hollow beneath a sleeping willow. Miri whispered a lullaby to the tree, and its leaves folded around them like a cocoon. Will the Hartroot really fix this? Leo asked as he stared into the flickering lantern light. Thimble sat across from him, sharpening a stick. The Hartroot doesn't fix. It chooses. If you're not the big one. Well, Miri said, we don't talk about that. Leo frowned. You sure the prophecy's about me? Maybe it's a different kid with weird shoes. Peb passed him a glowing berry. You followed the butterfly. That only happens once. Leo bit into the berry. It tasted like starlight and apples. Okay, he said softly. I'll try. By morning, the forest felt colder. The trees moaned in the wind. Shadows watched from every corner. Faster, Miri urged. We're close. They reached a cliff overlooking a glowing valley. At the center stood a massive tree. Its roots spread like veins, its branches stretched toward the sky, and from its core radiated a warm, golden light. The Hartroot, Leo breathed. But so did something else. From the other side, a horde of shadow creatures poured into the valley. No, Miri cried. They'll reach it first. Thimble shouted. Leo gripped his slingshot. Not if we run. They bolted down the hill. Peb threw glowing stones that exploded in bursts of mossy light. Thimble flung spores. Miri chanted, and vines rose to block the shadow beasts. Leo reached the Hartroot's base as darkness closed in. The tree's bark shimmered. Do something, Thimble yelled. Leo pressed a hand to the trunk. Nothing. Come on, Miri screamed. You have to believe. The shadows lunged. Leo shut his eyes. I don't know if I'm the big one, he whispered. But I believe in you. A pulse rocked the earth. Golden roots erupted from the ground, tearing through the shadows. Light flooded the valley. The creatures wailed and dissolved. The Hartroot's branches bloomed. Color returned to the forest. Back at the mushroom house, Leo sipped honey sap tea while the forest sang outside. You did it, Miri said. No, Leo said, smiling at Peb, Thimble, and Miri. We did. Thimble raised a cup. To the big one. To the forest, Miri added. To friends, Peb said softly. And the butterfly returned, circling once before vanishing into the trees. The forest celebrated. Wind rustled through fresh leaves. Birdsong returned in chorus, and the once dull moss now shimmered in hues of emerald and jade. Leo sat beneath the mushroom house's awning, his feet dangling, still tingling with energy from the Hartroot. Miri handed him a carved wooden cup. You should rest. Leo sipped. The tea tasted like mint and honey, with a strange, bright tang. I can't rest. That pulse from the Hartroot, it wasn't just light. I felt it inside me. You're connected now, Peb said. You're part of the forest. I thought it was over, Leo said. But this doesn't feel over. Miri exchanged a glance with Thimble. There's more, she said. Of course there is, Leo thought. Thimble spread a mossy map over the mushroom table. The shadows were a symptom, not the root. They come from somewhere deeper, Miri added. Beyond the forest. From the hollow below. Leo frowned. That sounds bad. It is, Peb said. The Hartroot has kept the hollow sealed for centuries, Thimble explained. But the seal is cracked. That's how the shadows got in. Leo leaned over the map. So we fixed the seal. Easier said than done, Miri said. The seal is tied to the root fire, a flame that burns beneath the forest. It can only be reignited by the forest champion. Leo narrowed his eyes. Let me guess, the big one. You're really getting the hang of this prophecy stuff, Thimble said. They left the mushroom house at dawn, this time with more supplies and more purpose. Through the grove of whispers, Miri said. Then past the hollowing stones. Watch for shadow echoes, Thimble warned. They don't look dangerous, but they'll twist your mind. Peb handed Leo a tiny mushroom cap. If your thoughts start turning black, eat this. It clears shadow from your head. Leo tucked it into his satchel. Is it weird that I trust you guys more than half the humans I know? Not weird, Miri said. True. The Grove of Whispers lived up to its name. The trees were thin and tall, leaves like glass chimes. As the wind blew, the entire grove sang, 1,000 voices all whispering at once. But the words weren't clear. Leo walked slowly, trying not to listen, but it was impossible. Not the one. Too small. You'll fail them. Stop, Miri said suddenly. Don't hear them. Feel the forest instead. Leo closed his eyes. The whispers tried again. But beneath them, he felt something deeper. Steady, like the pulse of tree roots far underground. He walked through the grove with his eyes shut, letting the forest guide him. When he opened them again, they were through. Miri smiled. You're learning. Thimble punched his shoulder. And not bad for a human. At the hollowing stones, they camped for the night. Giant boulders loomed around them, carved with spirals that glowed faintly in moonlight. Leo sat by the fire, watching the flames. Peb joined him quietly. You scared? Leo nodded. Yeah, a lot. Me too, Peb said. Leo turned to him. You've been quiet this whole journey, but you keep showing up when it matters most. Peb shrugged. I don't need to talk to care. Leo offered his hand. Peb placed a smooth, mossy one over it. I'm glad you're here, Leo said. That night, Leo dreamed of fire, green and gold flames licking through roots. A deep voice echoed in his mind. You are seed and soil. You are spark and shield. Come find me. He woke with a gasp. Miri looked at him sharply. You saw the root fire. Leo nodded. It's calling, she whispered. It's ready. They reached the edge of a great chasm by midday. The hollow below yawned before them, black and endless, a wound in the earth. The seal lies at the bottom, Thimble said. The only way down is the old roots. Vines twisted down the cliff face, glowing faintly. Leo swallowed. Let's do it. They descended slowly, each step wrapped in silence. The deeper they went, the colder it became. The light dimmed. Even the air felt heavy. At the base, the root fire chamber shimmered in golden light. But something pulsed nearby, dark, rhythmic. A shadow beast rose. It was different from the others. Larger. A fusion of many. And it spoke. Little hero, it hissed. You cannot seal what is already opened. Leo stepped forward, slingshot drawn. Try me. The beast laughed. Your light flickers. Miri, Peb, and Thimble stood beside him. But he's not alone, Miri said. Peb tossed a glowing mushroom that exploded into light. Thimble launched spores. Miri summoned a whip of roots. Leo aimed and fired. The stone in his slingshot wasn't just a pebble. It pulsed like a piece of the heartroot. It struck the beast. Light burst. The cavern shook. Leo ran to the altar. A pedestal waited. He placed both hands on it. Root fire, he whispered, wake up. The pedestal flared. Fire erupted from the ground, green and gold and brilliant. The shadow beast screamed and crumbled. The seal shimmered into view, cracks mending, runes glowing. Then silence. Back above ground, the forest had changed. It was brighter, wilder, alive in ways Leo couldn't describe. You did it, Miri said, tears in her eyes. Peb nodded. The hollow is sealed. Thimble handed Leo a tiny wooden medal. Champion of the forest. First of his kind. Leo grinned. Can I still visit? Always, Miri said. The mushroom house will remember you. The glowing butterfly returned, landing on Leo's shoulder. Guess it's time, Leo said. He stepped into the clearing and woke up in his backyard. At first, he thought it was a dream, until he saw the satchel by his bed, the mushroom medal on his desk, and the faint scent of honey sap in the air. Outside, the forest whispered. Leo smiled. See you soon.